Hi, welcome to Devin Tries. I'm Devin. Today I'm going to try making a quick cassoulet. So what is a cassoulet? It's essentially a fancy way of saying wieners and beans. This recipe was sent to me by a friend. It comes from a website called Dinner with Julie. But it seems like Julie actually borrowed the recipe from Pam Anderson's book. So thank you, Pam Anderson. What you're going to need for a quick cassoulet is tomatoes, garlic, rosemary, some beans. It's got to be the white kidney beans or navy beans, something like that. Butter beans. It is a white bean dish traditionally. Wieners and beans, but not always wieners. Sometimes legs or thighs or breasts. You're gonna need your wieners. I'm going with the hot Italian. Balsamic vinegar, olive oil. That's pretty much it. Salt, pepper. This is a really easy recipe. It just takes a while, even though it's called quick. I think it's gonna take about 2 hours. Usually a cassoulet takes at least 4. I wore this shirt because it had a car on it, a quick car, a Camaro, which really, not very quick anymore. So there you have it. Everything you need for a quick cassoulet. Recipe is below. Follow the link and follow along. Starting with garlic, I'm going to put 8 garlic cloves in because the recipe called for 4. And look at the size difference in these garlics. I mean, yeah, if I'm going to put 4 of those big ones in, sure, I would be satisfied. But I've got all sorts of different sizes, so 8 it is. Now I'm smashing the garlic to release all that garlic flavor. This cutting board I have, this is actually hinoki wood. It's a Japanese cypress. It's really light and durable, and it doesn't dull your knives. And the best part is it doesn't absorb that garlic flavor. Once I cut up a watermelon on a cutting board that had garlic cut on it previously, and the whole entire watermelon turned into a garlic melon, and that wasn't very fun. Anyway, I'm shaking out some balsamic here that looks like, well, I'm not going to say what that looks like, but you should get yourself checked out. And obviously some salt. Olive oil was in there earlier. I also put my soft hand in the bowl for some reason. Pepper. I'm starting to realize as I cook more that all recipes are kind of just the same. It's salt, it's fat, and it's your ingredients. Also some vinegar maybe, some acidity. I think that's it. Maybe protein and a vegetable. Is that all cooking is? Have I just figured it out? And doubling your garlic, obviously. So I'm spreading out all the garlic, making it look nice here. And yeah, I think this is important so that the flavor sort of spreads around. Then I'm laying down my hot Italian sausages on top. I've been calling them wieners. I think technically this is a sausage. This step, I'm not sure if I needed to do this, but I started kind of brushing oil on it. I think that'll make the skins nice and cooked well. I don't know what I'm doing. That's the whole point of this series. Once again, I dribbled out some balsamic, hit it with some salt, and I decided pepper on this as well. Basically just season everything. Smack that rosemary a couple times, release those smells. This rosemary I grew in my garden, and despite it being winter right now, it held on. Of course, I'm in the Pacific Northwest, Vancouver, so not a very intense winter, but nice to use rosemary from the garden. All right, I've pulled it out now, and I'm gonna just take all this out, and I was thinking I should probably flip these over, and I'm sure glad I did that because you'll see when I flip these sausages over, the bottom side is sort of it doesn't look very cooked. I ended up baking this in the oven. Is it a bake, a roast? I don't know. It was in the oven for about an hour, okay, with just the tomatoes and the sausages, just making sure they're all really nicely done. And then it was time for the haricot blancs, or white kidney beans. I got this from some sort of Western family, a family on the West, and thankful for that family for providing these beans. In they go, a big ol' stir, and I ended up doing another 40 minutes. This is at 425 degrees with the beans in this pot. So back go the little sausages into their nice soft home. God, I wish I could be nestled on top of a bowl of beans and tomatoes. Threw the rosemary back in, even though it was sort of like a crisp now and kept falling apart like an old Christmas tree. And 40 minutes later, this is what you get. That looks amazing. Of course, the pot will never be the same. Into a bowl it goes, and yeah, I slop some on the side. I'm not a pro. I decided to just grab that with my finger and suck it back. I'm disgusting. It's fine. The counter was clean. On goes the the sausage, and that is a beautiful looking dish. Boom, there we have it, the quick cassoulet. It looks delicious. This whole place smells so good. There's something about rosemary and balsamic vinegar roasting with meat and beans over a couple hours that just makes a place smell really homely. I feel like I'm in some sort of medieval village, but they're eating well there. Here we go, I'm gonna tuck in here. I also got some nice bread, so this is just like a nice crispy sourdough with some olives in it to dip into the beans and tomatoes. I think you gotta do this with the hot Italian sausages. That spice really comes through, it's really nice. The garlic is incredible. Tomatoes have really become almost like a sauce for the beans. At its core, it is just beans and sausages with tomatoes. So it's pretty simple. It's kind of what you imagine, but there's something really comforting about it. Really delicious. I think I nailed it. Seasoned to perfection. This is definitely going to become a weekly meal. Did you hear my cat? Oh, my cat's in the litter box having a, I'm not going to say on this. It's okay. My cat really wants some of this cassoulet, and honestly, I bet the smell is driving him mad. Cassoulet, this gets an 8.5 out of 10. It's simple, it's easy, it makes your place smell good, it tastes delicious. What more could you want? Wieners and beans. So if you want to see more, please click subscribe, hit like, hey, do all those things that you do on YouTube and spread it around a little bit. That'd be great. If you want me to cook something, put it in the comments below. Let me know what you think. I'll do my best to get to everything. And yeah, happy cooking, everyone. Bye. It gets even better as it cools down a bit. Wieners and beans. Oh, I forgot to take my Beano. I gotta take my Beano. This episode brought to you by digestive enzymes. Do yourself a favor and don't let the beans win. I know, it looks like cat food a little bit, but you can't have it. This is Ben. Ben, you're on camera. You can be famous. You can be YouTube famous. Ben, look. Look right there. Look, look. Okay. That was your one chance. You blew it, buddy.